Spring 1992. Los Angeles is burning, and the acquittal of 4 white police officers in the beating of an unarmed black man sparks riots across the city. More than 50 are killed, more than $1 billion in property is damaged. The U.S. military arrives on the streets, and by early May, the world has taken notice. Sort out your own racial problems, published a South African newspaper, as LA has shown you are not a great example to us. America's ability to inspire through culture and values was being challenged. Now, 1992 was a period of unrivaled U.S. power. The Soviet Union had just collapsed. America pressed for democracy and human rights abroad, including in apartheid South Africa. Between 1989 and 1993, the nation's democracy-building budget swelled 9-fold. But the commitment at home was less clear. As LA burned, the media often portrayed it as an isolated event, rather than part of a broader pattern of inequity and abuse. 28 years later, with the ubiquity of cell phone cameras and social media, and as the United States military again descends on American streets, it's clear just how wrong that was. According to recent data, police kill African Americans at twice the rate of whites. Here's a list of just some of the deceased since 2014, when Eric Garner, an unarmed black man, was killed by police chokehold. In Minneapolis, where George Floyd was killed, police are 7 times more likely to use force against blacks than against whites. And when it comes to inequality, black households also have it the worst. They're twice as likely to live in poverty. They've fared the worst in the pandemic as well, dying at more than twice the rate of whites, of Latinos, and of Asians. And despite the risks of a spread, mass protests have swelled across the globe. Here in the United States, don't expect President Trump to address their concerns. Whether it's pandemic or protests, the president's approval ratings have stayed flat, and he isn't likely to win re-election by reaching out to black Americans. Trump's best chances are with his base. Meantime, America's adversaries are taking advantage. Russia, Iran, China, none of whom can claim anything like the moral high ground, are all using America's recent unrest to deflect their own critics and point to American hypocrisy.